Hey y'all, I wanted to talk about Night of the Rabbit. This is a game that came out in 2013, over 10 years ago, and they finally decided to re-release it. This is a game for people who love Monkey Island, old school point-click adventure games. This thing has got it all. It's a love letter to those kind of games. It's got the points, the clicks, the character looks at the screen a lot, breaks the fourth wall often talking to the player. It has this like classic animation style to it, but they up-resed it a bit. Like the stuff looks cleaner and maybe less blurred. It just looks like they kind of cleaned it up a little bit and re-released it out there. And yeah, this game is great, fun dialogue, fun, interesting characters. If you like magic and wizard stuff, this is going to appeal to you as well. That's kind of the main part of the story as it leads on. There's a little bit of multiverse in there. We know we can't have enough of that going on right now, so it's a little bit more of that. It's one of those games where you gotta go and interact with everything. The difference here is, I feel like that I haven't seen as much in the others, is their ability to use sort of a visual like spyglass sort of thing, and that allows you to see all the objects you can interact with to make sure you don't miss something that you're looking at. Because it's even happened to me in this game and other games like this where I could walk in a room 2, 3, 4 times and there was something else I could have looked at that I missed, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? You have one task you need to do, and through that you learn how the tutorial of the game works and all that. But then when it jumps you to the first main area, then you start getting a bunch of tasks stacked on top of each other. And, you know, it's sometimes hard. There was a little bit of a journal to kind of keep you on track a bit of like what you need to do, but it's still up to you to figure out, okay, this item is for this task or that sort of thing. And there's a couple times where I've gotten a little bit stuck trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. Some stuff I still haven't quite figured out yet, but that's kind of part of the game. That's part of the experience, is figuring that out. So yeah, I got it on Switch. I used the controller. It worked pretty well with the controller. I know usually mouse and keyboard is the way to go for this kind of game. It was kind of built off that, you know, hence the click. But using the controller that I did, it worked good. The button mapping was fine for me, and I was able to get where I needed to go. I could fully control the character with the analog stick, which was really nice for that kind of game. Instead of other games where sometimes you use the controller analog to like control where the mouse goes. So this was kind of nice to be able to move around and actually interact with stuff and feel like it didn't feel strange. So I would definitely recommend checking this out if you missed it when originally released. It's definitely worth your time for sure if you love those old school point and click adventure games.